Hi, my name is Mark Schaefer. I've written 8 books, and they've become a pretty substantial part of my income. My books have been very successful. I write nonfiction books in the business category. Generally, I write business books around marketing, and I've written a popular book on personal branding called Known. And today I want to talk to you about my process. Uh, because I've been writing books for 10 years now, I've got a pretty good process down that helps me write the books efficiently, and I thought I would share that with you today. To me, the most important part of writing a book is buying into the original idea. As I mentioned, I've written 8 books, but I've never had a plan to write a book. Never had a strategy, or I've never felt pressured that it's time that I need to write a book. Writing a book takes so much energy and so much dedication that you really have to bring everything you have to the book and buy in. And if you don't, your readers are going to know. It's going to show up. So the most important thing is to have this idea that you love and you buy into. Now, the next most important thing is to start working on the outline. And I do this about a year before I actually write the book. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but what I think about is what are the 10 chapters, or what are the 12 chapters that I would write to support the main idea of this book. Then I create an Evernote file for each of those chapters of the book. So I sort of have an idea of where I'm going to go. For the rest of the year, I will then look for ideas, articles, quotes, blog posts, videos, academic references, people I need to interview, and I'll just throw these ideas into the Evernote files. So I'm accumulating the research and the ideas and the concepts that I'll weave into the story eventually. And I'm constantly thinking about this. I'm constantly looking for case studies and articles and books that I could look at and start inserting all this information in the chapters. Now, here comes the fun part. And this is the unusual part for a lot of people. When about a few weeks before I'm ready to write, I'll actually get a big easel pad, and I'll write the name of the chapter on top of each piece of paper, and I'll stick these big pieces of paper all along the wall of my office. Then I open up Evernote and I said, okay, what do I have for each of these chapters? And I'll just scribble a little sticky note for each reference, each idea, each book, whatever I have for that chapter, and I'll stick the sticky note on the chapter page. Now, you might be thinking, why would you do that if you have all the information in front of you on Evernote? And the reason is I cannot visualize the entire scope of a book on a little computer screen. This has really helped me, and it's helped other people that I've worked with as well, um, by having the whole book in front of you in a very visual format. It helps you see the runway as your plane is about to launch on this book. And then you can literally take the sticky notes and move them from page to page, from chapter to chapter. It becomes apparent, wait a minute, I don't have enough in this chapter. Do I really need a chapter? I have too much in this chapter. Should that really become 2 chapters? And so that's my visualization process. Now, when it's time to write, the only time I can really write is over the holiday season. And the reason is I'm not the type of person who can write a 60,000 word book by stopping and starting. Every time you stop, the reorientation process takes so much time, it just wastes a lot of time. So I try to sort of like lock myself in a room and write for long stretches at a time. And usually that's only over the holiday season. But you have everything you need now in front of you. Your job is not to sit in front of a blank screen every day, but to weave the story that has emerged from your Evernote files. And as I said, it's worked very well for me to create a very rich, well-researched, insightful book. As I said, my books have done very well, and I hope these ideas have helped you. I don't have anything to sell you, really. I don't sell any services that really support writers. So I just hope maybe you'll check out my website at businessesgrow.com. I do have a lot of blog posts there about helping people write books, and maybe check out some of my books on new marketing trends. I wrote one called Marketing Rebellion. As I mentioned, my very well-known book on personal branding is called Known. And I hope to see you again soon. I've been to 72 different countries. Ireland is always at the top of my list of places to visit. That's my motherland, my family, my mother's family. The Scanlons came from Ireland, and I hope to see you again in Ireland soon.